Hi Vic, really great to meet you today, pal. Start doing a bit of work on your game. Main points from the session really were all about what I call basics. So the main one for you was learning how to control where the club hits the ground, so controlling the low point of your golf swing. And we started out mainly with the setup, trying to give you the best chance possible to hit the ground in front of the ball, and then we touched on a little bit, nothing too technical with your swing, just giving you one very simple thought going forward. If we look at the middle one here, we'll start from the ground up, just like we did in the session. So the toes flared out, makes it a lot easier for your hips to rotate. If you just have a look here on the left hand side, so you're very pointed forward, and quite difficult. So that was the first thing. Like I said, just a nice simple thing for you to work in. The next one, and we did a lot of this really throughout the session, was working on this. So right arm perfectly straight, left arm perfectly straight, and then getting this shaft lean. So we've got the shaft leaning slightly towards the target, encourages a downward hit, and also encourages the hit, like the strike, sorry, to be ball first, divot to be after the ball. So if we just have a look here, you can see right arm not too bad, left arm, as you can see there, quite a few different angles going on, and then the shaft is actually ever so slightly leaning backwards. So obviously we've talked about throughout the session, if the shaft's leaning backwards at setup, it's going to encourage you to hit up at the golf ball, excuse me, or it's going to encourage your low point to be around here. Okay, and we want the low point, as we were saying, to be like that, there, right after the golf ball. So we want the club making contact with the golf ball first, and then the ground. So if we have a look here on the right hand side, you can see quite a difference. Left arm, we just every now and again it just tends to fold into your body a little bit, so you need to really be conscious about that you were doing. So the easiest way we found for you to do it was to put sort of your hands together, and then up in front of you, arms perfectly straight, and then drop them down into your golf position. Straight away you can see, excuse me, you can see the shaft is leaning forward, which is good, straight away. Right arm, as we've seen, was already straight, that was never an issue. Now this here is much better. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Now, going forward, as I say, when you're actually hitting golf balls, you've got your setup as it is, and then your only real thought was, when you get to the top of the backswing, was to try and hit the ground after the golf ball. So that would mean you're getting your weight forward quicker. You actually start to here. You see there, as soon as we go through, your weight's still pretty much 50-50, and then just moves through a little bit towards the end. If we have a look at Grant in the middle, top of the backswing, and then as soon as he gets to here, weight moves forward. So you see here at impact, you see the difference. Weight's more into the left hand side, divots marginally after the golf ball, and that's what we're looking for. So if we just take this one through, yes, we know it's obviously it's your backswing. We know, as we discussed, weight moving to the right hand side, and we will work on that in your next session. Now as you start to move down here, to be fair, you're very aggressive from the top, and that's good. You really work hard getting back to your left hand side. You can see there the weight's starting to move forward already. Not perfect, but it's a lot better. The weight's moving more forward, and that's what we're looking for. So best of luck with it, Vip, and I shall see you tomorrow, hopefully. I'll see you then. Bye bye.